again, and welcome to the next edition of WWE Sin Explanations. I'm in my living room right now, but I have that as the location for now. But again, this show is here because it exists. It exists because there are many people who still want to know exactly how I came up with some of the ideas for my sins and my sin videos, and the reasons why they exist, and of course what it basically means. So that's what this show is for. It's a show that comes on every other week, and today is episode 2. So I thought I'd go with one that a lot of people have questioned. It's a sin called insert name, in other words blank, would be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion. The reason I chose that one is because a lot of people say, why do you put that as a sin when you're complimenting them? You're complimenting them, you're not sinning them. So it should be a sin remover. But they don't realize, of course, is that's not the sin. It's not me that's saying the sin. It's the wrestlers that did. Basically, an example of that would be if a wrestler said something, like criticized something that I would originally say it, like, why are we doing this? This doesn't even make any sense. They've never said specifically that, but basically they said the sin instead of me, so I complimented them by saying insert name would be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion because they just sinned that moment instead of me, and that's why the sin gets added. I mean, why would I remove a sin because they added the sin? Would that mean I would have to remove the sin for that but then add the sin again? No, that's just not how that works. I'm going to show you an example from Everything Wrong with WWE Breaking Point. It involved Dolph Ziggler and Pat Patterson. Check out this clip.
How can we be wasting valuable pay-per-view time?
Dolph Ziggler would be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion. Alright. So, as Dolph Ziggler had said, he said the sin. And I quoted saying Dolph Ziggler would be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion. Because honestly, like I just said, he answered the sin that I would actually have said if he never did it. Like, why are we wasting our time? There have been a number of occasions where I've said that for anything, for not just like the wrestlers, but anytime I did a movie sins or 2.5 Men sins. But yeah, the reason why, like I said before, the reason why it's not giving me sin removers is because that's not the point. I'm not the one like who's in control of that, because it was them who said the sin. I can't word it better than that. Well, some of my favorites, some of my favorite people who have said a lot of those would be JBL, Corey Graves, Jim Ross, mostly the commentators. They said a lot of crazy things. And there have even been a couple occasions where I was surprised that a few people would have been great at CinemaSins 2 expansion. Like Vicky Guerrero once. That was crazy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the answer to why does the insert name would be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion sin exist. And that's because the people in the video just did the sin themselves, and I complimented them, but since they're the ones who said the sin, the point gets added, not removed. So there you guys go. Now put in the comments what other sins you'd like to see in future episodes of WWE Sin Explanations. Always fun to hear your feedback. Alright, be optimistic, show your optimism, think optimistically. I'm Christian Maracle, voice of CinemaSins 2 expansion, host of the Maracle podcast, and leader of the Optimistic Army. You guys are the Optimistic Army, the best fans in the world. I always mean that. Have a good day, everyone.